at Bird Kingdom, the world's largest free-flying indoor aviary with Steve Bush. Steve, how are you today?
Doing well, how are you?
So good. Tell us how many birds are flying around us.
So right now there are 350 birds in the aviary, and there's 43 species from different parts of the world, all in this one aviary.
So much to see, that's amazing. And where are all these birds coming from?
They're from different parts of the world, so we have a lot of birds from Australia, some from Africa and Asia. You're gonna see a broad representation of birds from around the world.
Can you tell us what you do to educate visitors that come here? Is there a big learning education part of Bird Kingdom?
Yeah, there is. We have both signs that will tell you about the habitat and unique facts about each particular bird, but we also have animal care staff where people can talk directly to the people who take care of the animals, and you can ask them questions. We're happy to talk about the food, the care, the nutrition, and also about how parrots are affected by the pet trade.
Wow, I love when you come somewhere and not only are you having an experience, but you're learning so much as well. Steve, being here is so amazing because you're not just like at a zoo. It's not just cages and things blocking these animals in, but you're actually surrounded by trees and nature, and you really feel like you're in a jungle. Why did you do that?
We try to make it so that people can experience animals' natural behavior just like they were out in their natural environment, so that people can get to know birds and care about their conservation in their natural environment.
So when you're first coming here, you're taken on a journey. Tell us about the old museum.
This building has a lot of history. It's over 100 years old, and for a long time it was the Niagara Falls Museum. So they had an exhibit here of the Egyptian mummies, and there was one particular mummy, Pharaoh Ramses I, from the story of Moses and Pharaoh. He was in this building for a number of years.
Oh, wow, so you're really taken back in time. It's like time traveling, essentially. And then you head to animal encounters. What happens there?
So you can see all kinds of different animals right up close. You can see tortoises, you can see a laughing kookaburra, and you can also see parrots and talk to the animal care staff who take care of them.
And at some point in Bird Kingdom, you're walking through a dark environment. So you've tricked these nocturnal creatures to believing it's actually nighttime when it's the day. How have you done that?
It's a simpler trick than it seems. It's actually that we feed them during the day so they're most active while they're getting that food.
Not only are the birds here beautiful, but the architecture is also so wonderful. You've got trees, you've got the ancient Javanese house. Tell us a little bit about that.
This building was built for a very important person on the island of Java. It was hand carved out of solid teak wood, and it was made for somebody of great social significance, either a priest or a chief. It was brought into Canada at some point, and it stayed in a field for about 20 years. It was then brought into Bird Kingdom, and they reassembled it over a number of months, just like a giant jigsaw puzzle. They didn't know what it would look like when it was done.
Wow, and I heard there's also no nails in this structure.
Yes, so the original, there was so much craftsmanship put into it that there were no nails used in the original construction.
Danielle, do you like the food here? Victoria, tell us, when did your passion for birds begin?
So I love animals, but my passion for birds began going to Florida on family trips. We used to visit sanctuaries and just different wildlife areas. From my mother and my grandmother taught me a lot about birds.
So Victoria, you've been working here for a long time. How do you go about taking care of all the birds here?
So we have about 15 to 20 different staff that just work in animal care. They get here at 7 in the morning, wash down the aviary. They're cleaning separate areas, also making sure the birds are fed specialized diets. We also provide an enrichment program, so we add different visual, toys, just to change their environment and make their lives more interesting.
I love that. You gotta have something dynamic for all animals to encounter every day. Just like us humans, we don't like to be bored. So for those of us watching that are bird lovers and want to have access all year round, you provide memberships. Tell us about those.
Yeah, so we have a membership for adult and child, so it goes for a year from the date that you purchase it. You can access Bird Kingdom all year round, every day of the year. After your first visit, you can also bring 6 guests for 50% off free parking, 20% off the retail, so lots of perks.
See, hear that, guys? If you're bird lovers, make sure to come and check this place out. And not only that, they can take a piece of Bird Kingdom home with them from the gift store that you have. Talk about what you offer there.
So our gift store is very unique because we don't sell any Niagara Falls souvenirs. We're family-based, reasonably priced. We have unique gifts for all ages, and you can find something for everybody in there. So if you want to learn more about Bird Kingdom, we have a great website. Also, if you want to see our daily activities, check out our Instagram and our Facebook.
Right now, we are standing here in front of Lorikeet Landing with Veronica, who is the animal care supervisor, and we are going to be seeing if we can feed some birds today. But first of all, tell me why lorikeets are the best birds to do this.
Well, lorikeets are found in Australia, and there's about 50 different types of lorikeets, but they're probably the best because they're very social species, and so and they drink nectar, so it's easy to get them to want to come and eat from you, which is a very easy way to feed them.
Awesome. And Veronica, can you walk me through this experience from beginning to end?
Sure. So first off, there's lots of rules. So we're going to first off start by sanitizing our hands. We do ask that the customers don't try to pick up the birds themselves. We want them to be an opportunity where the birds come to them instead of vice versa. So it's very much their decision to come. And so I'm going to hand you a cup, and I'm going to give you a little bit of nectar, and we'll see who wants to come and eat, and then they'll eat, and then when they're done, they'll just fly away, and then we'll sanitize again.
Perfect. And how many birds can I get landing on me at one time?
The most I've seen is 12.
12 birds. Well, we're going to see if we can get 12 birds on me today. Let's do it. Off an amazing day at Bird Kingdom, but before we go, we have a friend that wants to say bye. Dusty, can you say goodbye for us?
Say bye. Dusty, say bye.
See you later.